up, guys? Welcome to Whatever Podcast. I'm here, Eric Montezoca, with my co-host Miguel Torres.
Let's go. Let's do it, bro.
Miguel, you just saw some drones firsthand in person. Tell
Hey,
us something
guys,
about that.
guys, I'm gonna tell you a very interesting story. So I was out for a walk because it's part of my daily regimen that you go on a walk after work. You gotta cool off, and it's also really healthy. Walking is one of those exercises that people have kind of lost touch in. People would think walking also not really exercising, but in all reality, it really is what we're designed to do. We were designed to walk places. Kind of with the whole modern society, people have lost touch with that, but it's key. If you walk 1 mile, you burn 100 calories. So something
Mm.
like that. So that's a nice and easy way of keeping your exercise consistent. But like I said, I was walking around my neighborhood like I do usually, and then I'll happen to look up at the sky, and I see some like strange lights, bro. And I'm like, okay, I'm just kind of walking, and I'm like, all right, this looks very familiar. And we've literally been talking in the past like three podcasts about drones, and
Mhm.
it's this like I instantly tied it to that, and I was like, whoa. So I started recording. And now I notice why like the videos are so bad, or they seem kind of rough. Like our phones just are not good at picking up lights like that, like
Yeah,
switching lights or like complex like moving structures like that. So like the my video literally sucks, bro. It looks like colors. Like it looks like you can see the red and green, right? You saw it, right? I mean,
yeah.
it's not the best, but I mean, I can definitely tell that there was like one drone that was like kind of fixed and just like stayed in place, and the other one was like circling around the area. So it's like they have one kind of like home drone that kind of is like the transmitter, and the other
Hmm.
ones are getting moved through that one. Like that one's just the one controlling like that's
Like
the
the
home base.
mothership.
And yeah, it's like the mothership. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was kind of strange, bro. I was looking around, I'm recording. Cars are driving by the street, and I'm like, damn, like no one's like stopping it. No one even cares. Like everyone's just kind of focused on like their own world, which is kind of why they get away with this kind of stuff, right? Like we're
Yeah.
all just going. People are going to get food or going to whatever. And I'm here walking. I'm like, damn. I recorded and shit. Like it was interesting, man. I was like, dang. Or before I was like, okay, after this, I'm gonna record a podcast. This is like crazy. That's
Hmm.
happening right now. So, yeah, dude. I mean, I kind of was like looking around if anyone else was seeing, but like, I mean, there was no one, bro. So it's like I'm just living in the moment. And I was like, dang, these drones are out here in Hutto, Texas, man. It's crazy. I can't hear you, bro.
I said, way to just dox yourself, bro. They're gonna know where you're at now. Hutto, Texas.
Hutto, Texas. Yeah, I mean, if you have enough time to go around the whole city, good luck. uh,
Hey, bro, why don't you pull up that phone and show it to the camera? The little video of the
oh,
drones.
see if you can put it up with yours. I don't know. Did it come to your Apple thing? Let me see.
Uh,
Let me see if I can show
no.
it. It's gonna look even worse through here, but let's see if I can get it. You can see like
Yeah,
the
there you
red.
go.
You can see the red.
Those dots right there.
Those dots is what I was seeing when I was walking, like legit. That's my
So it's like
video.
red and green. Damn.
Red and green.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's trippy, right?
Yeah. I mean, did you feel like kind of like did it feel different? Did you feel like chills
No, it
just
felt
standing
different.
there watching?
I mean, maybe it's just like freaking a placebo effect or something like that, but it felt different than when I see stuff in the sky and I was like, "Oh, it's a plane. That's a plane." It didn't feel
Mm-hmm.
that. It didn't feel that way. They're moving very fast, and like I said, the lights were like weird. So it's strange. I mean, I don't know what our government's up to. They don't want to disclose that, which is
Oh yeah.
again messed up. We should
Mm-hmm.
be aware of what's going on. I saw reports about how maybe like some of these drones were spotted above like the land that China owns. I don't know how true that
Oh, okay.
is. So
Mm.
maybe we're just trying to like find uh like threats. The people are saying the radiation thing that's kind of been disproven. People are saying they're not looking for radiation signals.
Mm.
So God knows what they're looking for, man. I don't know. It'd be great if we knew, but we don't. So
Yeah,
it's
that China
unfortunate.
theory is crazy because China has been buying land all throughout the U.S. Which, first of all, how the hell can a foreign country be able to buy land in the U.S. Like that makes no sense. That's a loophole that the Congress needs to fix. That's some Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer BS. Like, how the
Hmm.
hell is that happening? No way that can happen. And not just land, acres, like hundreds of thousands of acres of land that they're buying. So now this whole theory that drones might be coming out of there, That is very crazy because that would be an indication that these drones are Chinese. Um, but it's very interesting because the whole FAA lights, like they have to fall. Apparently, these drones have the green and red lights, which are part of the requirements to be able to fly. Um, I don't know if you heard also that I think in New Jersey, like there the FAA said like no more drones can be flown out there. So now if there's any drones being like hovering up, they're like not obeying the laws, so they could potentially now be like shot down or
Oh wow.
captured or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this drone thing has gone on way too much, man. I thought it was gonna be like a 2 or 3 sightings and it's gonna disappear, but no, this is like a thing that it's still going on. It's national news. It's
Exactly, man.
very
It's, I don't. God knows what's gonna happen next, and there's a lot of weird stuff going on. Here's an interesting thing to bring up. Where you, I don't know. This came up to me, and I was like, wait, what? Apparently, the government might shut down. Did you hear that?
oh no, what?
There's apparently there might be a government shutdown soon because they're all every year this happens, right? There's like a possible
Yeah.
government shutdown because of the end of the year, and it's like, what? Why is this even happening? Um, is it does this have anything to do with that? Is there like um funding? That's apparently something with funding is what I saw.
Mm.
Let me see if I can look more into that. Government shutdown.
Yeah,
So
that's ridiculous. If the government shuts down at this moment, because right now we're currently seen as weak. Other countries are seeing us. China, Russia, all our adversaries are like in the U.S. There's literally drones flying at airports, in home bases, at Trump's like golf course, and they're not shooting them down. They're not doing anything. There's no actual communication from the government officials to the citizens. So we just look weak. This is like some Biden administration having Biden walk around and fall like a dumbass. It's the same
yeah,
thing in the drones. Like we have, it's almost like we're chickens with our heads cut off and we're just running. Like it's like no one can control who the hell can just put drones up there and there's no answers. It's ridiculous, man. It's absolutely bonkers.
let me share my screen when it comes to this. So it says the Trump-backed funding bill fails as government shutdown looms.
Mm,
Democrats voted against the bill en masse after they were left out of negotiations. A bill to avert a government shutdown failed on the House floor Thursday night after Democrats and conservatives rebelled against Speaker Mike Johnson's new Donald Trump backed spending plan. The measure went down decisively 174 to 235, failing to meet a two-thirds bar for passage under a fast track procedure as 38 Republicans joined 197 Democrats to tank the bill. So 38 Republicans weren't down for it. Two Democrats
mm.
voted for the bill and one voted present. Okay. With government funding set to expire at midnight Friday, Elon Musk and Trump lured Congress into a power struggle. What? Why is that kind of
Why
sentence?
is Elon
Why
Musk
is that a
there?
sentence nowadays? Like Elon Musk and Trump lured Congress into a power struggle,
Wow.
demanding that Johnson abandon the bipartisan accord he struck with the top Democrats this week and instead craft a bill favored by Republicans. By defeating that Trump backed alternative, Democrats demonstrated that they won't help him pass bills if they don't have a seat at the negotiating table. A deal's a deal. Representative Rosa DeLauro, Democrat from Connecticut, the House's top Democratic appropriator, said on the floor before the vote. So it sounds like this is like a kind of like power struggle, bro. Like what happened
what
to the easy passing of power? Like what happened to that, dude?
what is that bill about? Did it say anything? What did it include?
Let
Because
me see.
it it's ridiculous. How is it that if a bill doesn't get passed, the government just shuts down? That's you cannot just quit like that, bro. You can't just rage quit like that. Keep going, stupid
The
ass
package,
government.
which includes funding the government through March, so it's basically money for the government. The package, which includes funding the government through March 14th, suspending the debt ceiling until early 2027, and disaster relief. So basically, it's like a struggle for to get the money for the government. This keeps the government open. What my friends want to do by voting no is to effectively shut it down. House Appropriations Chair Tom Cole, Republican from Oklahoma, said on the floor. So like, it's a power struggle, bro. Like that, they're trying to get that money now. Like,
Mm.
but the Democrats want to have a say in it. Basically, it
So
sounds like.
that bill says that it's going to suspend the floor of the spending all the way to 2027. So the suspend the ceiling, right? So that means that there's
It
no
can
limit on
change.
how much the government can spend, or does that limit how much the government can spend?
I don't know, but
Uh,
it's I mean, yeah, it sounds like Democrats want to have a say in it, and that they kind of don't right now. So that's why they're all got their pennies in a bunch. I mean, they still have the house right now. You know what I mean? They don't
Hmm.
that they're using that power for now to literally shut down the government. So
Yeah.
it's crazy, right?
Yeah, I
There's a
mean,
lot of stuff going on.
a lot of stuff going on. The government, Congress can't pass a bill, so they're just going to decide to shut down. Which I think that's a loophole in itself. They need to fix that. You can't a government cannot just shut down if they don't get the work done. If I don't just quit if I don't finish a project at work, like I gotta stay up late and finish it, bro. Would they want to
Correct.
go for Christmas break or something? They don't even believe
Yeah,
in
no one cares
Christ.
about that, right? Yeah, dude, you're
Yeah.
100% you're spot on.
And it just the drones are flying over the country. You have Congress not being able to pass a stupid bill. It's I don't know, man. I think other countries are laughing at us, observing us. It definitely could invade if they wanted to. Um, I don't know if you know any updates on the border. What's going on there? Is there more immigrants coming, or have they kind of slowed down? I haven't really heard anything on that. But
That's a good
um,
question. I mean, I don't know, dude. Let's look it up. Immigration.
immigration status right now. Speaking of going to the border, I might go to Boca Chica Beach, which is literally where the SpaceX city is, Elon Musk city. I
Hmm.
want to check it out before it gets into an actual city, so I can
City
say that I've
status.
been there before.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Let's look it up. Let
Yeah.
me see. Boca Chica.
Hmm. But there's a lot of rules and what you can do, you can't do, what you can and can't do. There's certain sides of the sidewalk you have to park. Obviously, like it's really weird because the SpaceX, like the towers where the spaceships go up in the air, the rockets go up in the air, you can literally like just get super close and kill yourself. Like if the rocket just ignites, there's not like set like chains or anything. Apparently there is like police officers patrolling, but it just kind of looks like it's wild, bro. You can walk in.
Looks insane, huh? It's like,
Yeah,
look, there's like people living there and shit, bro, on the beach, right? Like,
yeah. You can stay on the beach. There's also like a ranch. It's like called like Rocket Ranch or something.
look, bro, he's
And
like a cult hero now.
yeah,
That's
like
crazy.
those are the tiny houses,
That's
right?
Elon's Musk, right? His house, right? He stayed there's like in a house like that. Apparently,
Yeah, that's so crazy.
looks insane. He just made his own city. um,
And yeah, apparently like it's really hard to know when the launch is going to happen. Like if they say a day that it's going to be, it usually happens like 2 weeks after. Like they keep changing the dates of the launches. So people like build like these Twitter bots where like any update that happens towards the launch, like it notifies you, so you know it's whether to like travel to that city or not. um because like things like basically they're not going to launch a rocket unless they like got into like the next level where they want to be. So think about like like rocket launches or like projects, and if they haven't completed the project, then they're not going to launch a rocket. But every time there's an update to get closer to the completion of the project, sometimes there's leaks, whether it be like a SEC kind of like bill or something being passed, or even
mhm.
SpaceX. So there's just these websites that are meant to collect any tiny update on SpaceX, and then they predict when the launch is going to be, and then you drive there, and then like hopefully you get to see one. So there's certain people that just go and stay in that city for like
For
months,
periods
bro,
of time, like a
like
long time.
weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
just to hope to see a launch. Um,
yeah. That's cool, man.
I don't I don't really want to see a. I mean, I do want to see a launch, but I'm not going for that. I just if I go, I just want to go because I want to check out what this is gonna be. Because I know like years from now, like when I have children and everything, they're gonna be like, "Dad, take us to the SpaceX city," and it's gonna be like a fucking Disney World or something.
It's gonna be like a yeah, like Astro World or something, whatever new name it is. Yeah, that could be
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
And all the people watching, what do you guys think? And comment down below. We will read the comments on the next episode. And if we're live right now, don't be afraid to comment and hit that subscribe button. We're doing this for you. We're trying to give you the most information, the most value one can ever get through YouTube. So
Yes.
strong pitch.
Please guys, let us know what you think about all
Yeah.
these drones, about the government shutting down, how this affects us. We've all been in these situations. What's gonna happen next? And something else that I wanted to bring up because we've all been there before is like your company Christmas parties, bro. Everyone has them, right? I just had
Yeah.
mine last week, and
Oh,
like,
shoot.
yeah, dude, it's always interesting. Like, there's the people who like go super hard and like, okay, like at my job, okay, we're gonna do a stocking, best stocking competition. We're gonna do a best Christmas ornament competition.
Hmm.
We're gonna do a what else was it? There's something else.
White
I don't know.
elephant.
Not white elephant, but those are the two main ones. And
Yeah.
I am like the I don't know lazy, super lazy about that stuff. I don't do anything. Like my coworkers literally brought stuff for me to do it that same day. They're like, "Here, Miguel, we got you one here." I'm like, "All right." So then I just did it there. I didn't win, obviously, because I don't deserve it. But like that's how I am, bro. But people get really into it, and some people like go hard on it. And I mean, what everyone's trying to enjoy, bro, is like like normally you get released half day or something because like
Yeah.
you work half day and then you like party and eat or whatever. But
Hmm.
our job was being weird, bro. Like they don't want to let people go early or something. I don't know. It's weird. So it was strange because like literally everyone ate. It was like 12. Everyone ate. Like we were everyone was done, bro. Like there's nowhere gonna be done, but
Yeah.
everyone still had to stay till 5 because of some stupid HR
What?
policy or whatever. But
Oh, that's retarded.
my company's weird. They have this tradition where they buy barbecue from a certain place for Christmas.
Hmm.
It's called Pokey Joe's. I'm not sure if it's a chain. Have you ever heard of it,
No, I never heard
bro?
of it.
This
First time.
this stuff's horrible, bro. It tastes
Ooh.
horrible meat, bro. I'm sorry, dude, but
And
I
you
did
love
not. I did
barbecue.
not. What's up?
And you love that type of food, bro.
Not that one, bro. I mean, it's just like I said, it's horrible. It has no. It's like dry. The brisket's dry. The freaking they
Yeah.
had like ham. It's like all hard. I don't know. I did not enjoy myself, but um, yeah, man. It's like sometimes these parties don't go as planned, and like the only thing that I really was happy to enjoy was just like some time off of work.
Hmm. And
But
even that, they made it hard because you couldn't leave because of
yeah, and we
stupid
all had
HR
to stick
rules.
around. No one was. Everyone was useless after that lunch, bro. Like, let's be honest. After you eat like a meal like that, like imagine
Yeah.
giving all your employees barbecue, bro, and like they're gonna be useless, bro. The restrooms are gonna be all like getting used. People are literally like passing out and stuff, bro. Like that's what it mean. I
Yeah.
don't
I
know.
mean,
I know some people like have crazy Christmas parties. I've heard people like, oh yeah, our company had a took us to the Frost building and we had a party there or whatever. I'm like, damn,
uh-huh.
that's a cool company, bro. you know?
Yeah, they had like a Levy Kravitz playing guitar or something.
Oh
Totally.
yeah, yeah. Here's a picture of me, Lenny Kravitz. Like, what the fuck?
You
Yeah,
had
dude.
like your coworker that gets drunk and makes out with like the janitor or something.
Oh, what?
Just crazy
But for you, you
situations.
haven't. So you have a very interesting perspective because you work remotely. So how does that work? That dynamic work? Like
Yeah.
Christmas
So
parties.
we did have a Christmas little Christmas lunch. I do work remotely, but they started doing this thing where quarterly we get to meet in San Marcos and just have like a lunch at one of the places. So
Okay, it's
it's
cool.
it's a lot of small talk, and it's a lot of try to build rapport with people because you don't really get to see these people, especially like the management. Like you'll
It's
talk to them through like video call, but like it's just hard to do it in person, man. So it's you have it could be draining for some people, and like I guess you have to be willing to just talk to someone and go through the small talk, and then there's a lot of like you say something, people go yeah, and
and
then
then
just
you.
get quiet, bro, and then you're like
Fuck.
and then I hate it when like when you say something and people laugh, and then you're like, this guy did not hear what the hell I said. He just laughed, didn't you? You just laughed because you thought that's the best way to respond, huh?
Yeah. That's actually
So,
actually interesting, man. So, have you had a situation where like you talk to someone and like they were mean or rude to you, like by email or by like a video call, and you're like, oh, now
oh,
you're being nice to me in person, huh? Like, has that happened to you?
actually, that has not happened to me because, well, thankfully, not that many people are rude like at my job.
That's
I would
good.
say 99% aren't. And the one time that someone might be rude, they're like not in the South Texas area, so they probably
They're
belong to
somewhere
like a
else.
different.
They're East
Yeah, they
Coast,
belong
huh?
to like a different. Yeah, East Coast. Yeah, I have a lot of problems with people from the East Coast, dude. I'm
Yeah.
I'm a Southern boy, man. I'm nice and I'm polite and I'm patient. People from the East Coast, at least the ones that work in banks, they're very snappy, bro. They're very like, why wasn't that done? Why are you telling us now, Eric? Now that we're
Oh, that would
looking
have
at the
been nice to
reports.
know 2 weeks ago, Eric.
Oh
I'm not.
yeah, yeah, things like
Uh,
that. Like, why don't okay, why don't we do this? Why don't you fix the reports and we meet back in 2 weeks so that we can be ready to present to our CEO and CFO. How does that sound?
that way we don't
Fuck.
look unprepared for our CEO,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
whose time is very valuable.
Uh, uh,
Um, be
and
like,
they're over here asking all these intense questions. It's just Yeah, it's hard being a consultant when you have to deal with people from different regions, because people from different regions have different walks of life and
Yep.
different ways to treat people. And a lot of times they see you just like a service, and when they see you as a service, they're like very snappy with you because they want you to get something done. It's like they don't care to build rapport with you or be
Correct.
cordial. They want
Well, they
something.
don't
And
they don't care who you are. You're gonna do it. Yeah.
yeah, they don't care who you are. You have to do it. And a lot of times it's like sometimes like they're just not they're not used to people being nice to them because of the place that they're from. So
Correct.
I might be like, man, this person's such like an a-hole, but in reality it's just that's the environment they have to be like. You've
Yeah.
seen videos of people in New York, they're like watch where you walking, it's very stereotypical, but that's
That's
the vibe
true,
you have
huh?
to do, bro. There's a bunch of 6 9s in New York, bro. Fucking Takashi 6 9s out there. You got to be careful.
A bunch of
Smoke
bunch. Yeah.
smoke pop or pop smoke or whatever. A bunch of
Perp,
those
smoke
guys, bro.
perp. Yeah, no, I get it, bro. Like, um, I would have noticed it's important to know, like, especially with your coworkers. You really, when I first started this job, like, when you first start, the first couple, like maybe the first month or two, it's important to figure out the different personalities that you're working
Oh
with. For
yeah.
example, you're not gonna be the same with every person. That's something you need to know. You know, you might rub if you do that, you might rub off bad on a person who might be someone critical you work with a lot. So you
Hmm.
have to be able to like be very um like socially smart, I guess is the word. um
It's hard.
and it's hard, but
Yeah.
like I've had like I have this some coworkers who like you have to be careful with. And you can't just like ask a question the way you would um
It
with
might
like without watching
come
your
off
tone.
as rude.
Without
Yeah.
watching your tone, you're like, um so can you help me out with this? Like you have to have a certain kind of tone, and you have to like maybe seem confused, like you need help because
Yes,
yeah.
bro. You gotta seem like a dumbass in order to
You're
like
like,
be build rapport with people.
I know we went over this last time, but this time it's you have to build that rapport with someone. And like I said, if you do it kind of in the incorrect manner, it might seem like you're bothering them. But if you do it the
Yeah.
correct manner, it'll seem like they're giving you information that they hold valuable, and they're like, oh, okay, like it's like they want to teach you. If you do it correctly,
Oh,
you know.
okay. You're
So
talking about like one of the paradigms would be if you're trying to build rapport with people in your office or in the warehouse. One of the rapport techniques is seem like less intelligent or seem like a novice, so that they become like the teacher, like the Mr.
yeah.
Miyagi, and they
Oh yeah.
teach you things.
You're like, okay,
Yeah,
so
that's
what are you? So you're doing reballing on this device. Can you show me how you set up the stencil for this? I have no idea how to do it, but you know, something like that, bro.
Miguel's done that for like 10 years already, bro. He
Yeah,
just
dude.
hasn't worked with that fucking product line or
Yeah,
whatever.
dude. Something exactly like that, bro. That's how it is, bro. You just gotta like, oh yeah, yeah. Let me show you. So first I get this stencil, I go over here, and yada yada yada, pick it out. Then so it's like that's how you have a. These are the kind of conversations you're gonna have with with your coworkers, bro. You have to like build that rapport, like I'm saying. Um,
Yeah, and
but
one of
there's
the things you should never do is you should never ask a woman if she's pregnant, because she might just be fat. You know, that was a really hard one, bro. You might want to ask, "Oh, when is the baby coming?" And then they're like, "I'm not pregnant," and then you just fucked up for the rest of the whole interaction. Never ask that.
wow.
That
Yeah, that's a
never
tough
ask
one.
that
That's a tough one,
one.
dude. Yeah.
Well, it's because those are one of the things you have to do. Kind of like you're like building rapport. So you're asking these. That's you have that paradigm where you're like they're teaching you something. You're like, oh, okay, and then you're observing them. You're observing them from a complete body scan to see if there's anything that you can pick up on. Like, oh, do they got a wedding ring? Okay, they're married. Maybe we
I
can
know.
talk about that.
I know
And if
you
you
you have a tough time with names sometimes, right? Like
oh,
you're
dude,
like,
I have a horrible time with names, bro. Dude, there's people.
bro. I remember you would come up to me at parties, bro. He's like, hey, what's the guy in the Reds name? Hey, bro, what's his name? Like I've been talking to him for 3 hours, bro. What's his name?
Bro, I have a really tough time with names. I don't know how the hell, like, and some people are like, "Oh, it's okay if you're not a name person, you're a face person." Bro, no, I'm sorry. So there's something with my brain that like I can be working with you for 4 years. The second I don't work with you for 2 months, I need to remember is
Oh,
his name really Bob or is it Smith? Like it's like ah.
yeah,
And,
that's
and
funny, bro.
for that one, there's a good technique. you bring your friend, and then you say, "Oh, look, this is my friend Miguel," and then you let Miguel introduce
Oh, Miguel,
himself,
I'm Anthony. Nice to meet you. Oh,
and then
Anthony,
you're like,
then.
"Oh, Anthony, okay,
Dude, I
got
know you use them for sure.
it, dude." Like whenever you hear someone's name, you just have to start off each sentence with that person's name. So Anthony, how old are you? So Anthony, what type of car you drive?
Yeah.
Anthony, what about the? It's fucking
Yeah, bro,
hard.
that's funny, man. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that's why I want to get that little Elon Musk Neuralink implanted right here, boy. So it tells me everyone's name, like Shimigami eyes, just being able to see
Store everything
everyone's
on it.
fucking.
How
Huh?
much? I wonder how much data that thing can store. Is it like up to like terabytes?
Hmm.
I don't know. Is there a limitation on that shit? I don't know.
I hope it's like yeah, there probably is an initial limitation, but I hope eventually they figure out a way to like increase like the amount of storage you can have there.
Oh,
Um,
that'd be fantastic. Yeah.
yeah, and that there's actually something interesting I was thinking about. It's about technology and how the fastest technology evolves. As technology evolves, it's easier to pack things into a product. For example, the easiest way that I can express this is video game consoles. When the Super Nintendo, when the original Nintendo came out, the NES, you had these 8-bit cartridges. It was 8-bit video games. You had a whole damn cartridges just to play Mario Bros. And then a couple years ago, they released the 20th or 25th anniversary of the NES, and that
Right.
shit had like 30, 40 games, like just
Embedded into it,
in the
right?
smallest device.
Yeah.
So as technology progresses, things that took like years and like a lot of storage and a lot of space, we can now pack virtually into little consoles. So for example, like San Andreas, GTA San Andreas, it's crazy that you can play GTA San Andreas on Netflix. I don't know if you've seen that, bro.
No.
But if you
Really?
have the Netflix app and you download Netflix app, there's video games, and one of them is GTA San Andreas. That's
What?
crazy, bro. Or like
That's insane.
yeah, yeah, bro. The straight up you can play that, or like on YouTube. You seen the games that pop up on YouTube, the Flash games?
No, I've never seen that.
What?
I
You
guess
never
I
seen
don't.
the
I
there's
guess I don't do that, bro. I don't know.
well, it's just an example that like as technology progresses, you start seeing things that took a while to create in these platforms that have nothing to do with it. What the hell does a streaming platform like Netflix have to do with having GTA there? Like it makes no
Yeah,
sense, but it's there. You
that's
can literally play it.
maybe now people that don't want to like it's I can't say kind of gonna cater to people who don't want to buy a system or like a PC or anything like just play it on your mobile phone or like computer. Like that's interesting, dude. That's an interesting take.
I I think it's like a byproduct of certain technology. So maybe like a streaming service, all the code that they have to run Netflix and have all these movies and have the selection, they figure out that like maybe they figure out, hey, like we have so much extra space in this binary code that we can now actually put a virtual game like GTA, and it won't cost us anything in the data. Like I feel like that's what happens. Just like the innovation of technology and also the
Yeah.
innovation of actual products. Like for example, never mind. I cannot say that because I don't want to say something I can't say. So on to the next topic.
Moving on. All right.
Moving on. Damn it! I was on a flow, and then I was like, "Wait, can't say that yet. Not time for
I
that."
I know, dude.
Mm.
So let's see what's another interesting thing. I guess maybe we should just go into some current events in our Instagram messages.
Yeah, we're
Uh,
gonna pull out some current events on Instagram. Guys, please comment down below. What do you want us to talk about? What are your opinions on these drones? And please hit the subscribe button.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate all your efforts. And let's go into the DMs. All right. So I've been having like a lot of health stuff coming out in my feed. So I've been kind of
Yeah.
like interested by it. So here's like an interesting um chart, and it's showing the link between all these seed oils and what it's caused to our society. Dude, look from 2001 to 2021, a 20-year span, on both females and males, it's caused a high increase in colon cancers, bro. Like there, you normally like you would see like some skew, but no, the same trend. Literally, like this chart literally is very similar, bro.
What the hell happened in 2013, bro? It skyrocketed the hell up.
That's probably when freaking
That's when the McRib came back, huh? Some shit
That's
like
the go, bro.
that.
Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, damn, is that when Whataburger made that double meat or what? Is that when In-N-Out came to Texas that year, right? All right. So this comes by no
Damn.
surprise, but seed oils cause inflammation in the body, and unfortunately, the standard American diet is filled with seed oils. This is just one example of the destruction seed oils have on our health. From the article, certain
Mm.
types of cooking oils may be fueling a surge of colon cancers in young Americans. A government funded study suggests consuming large amounts of seed oils, which include sunflower, canola, corn, and grapeseed, has long been linked to inflammation in the body. Now, a study analyzing the tumors of more than 80 patients with colon cancer has found they may also raise the risk of one of the fastest growing forms of diseases. That's insane, dude. Look at all these things. Dude, let's be honest though.
Inflammation.
Why does food taste so much better when they use this one, bro? Like, why?
Bro, literally the most Mexican oil is the worst one.
I
Damn.
know. Like tamales, like this is all over
Corn.
tamales, bro. Right now, if it's around that Christmas time, you're gonna be seeing tamales around you. Just keep in mind that
It's
it's probably not the best for you.
it's
trying to,
it's just yeah. Go ahead.
I was gonna
You gonna
say,
say
try not
something?
to finish the whole dozen, maybe just 3 or 4 max. I don't know.
3 or 4 dozens. Um, it's just ridiculous that something so essential to our cooking, oil,
Yes,
bro. The
it's oil.
oil is
Yes,
bad for you, like
it's
really
insane.
bad. Well, I actually go back to that Instagram post because they do recommend on the third slide
Uh
the
huh.
right oils that you should take.
Yeah, I was gonna show that. Yeah.
I mean, seed oils, you would think it's a seed. You think seeds are healthy, but no, bro. They cause inflammation in the body, which relate to colon cancer. But right here are some. It was one back, go one back,
One back.
two
Let
back.
me see.
No, there you go. So these are the oils. These are the oils. Yes, that are healthy. We have organic almond oil, avocado, pecans, cashews, chicken oil. Wait, did I
I
read that
think you're
wrong?
looking. So it says while linoleic acid is essential in our diet, we often consume excessive amounts. We can obtain enough linoleic acid from healthier food sources. So it's talking about how this is
Mm.
kind of like something you got to watch out for. But yes, you're correct though. There's much more safer alternatives out there with like olive oil,
Avocado
avocado
oil.
oil. Yeah.
Yeah. So
What's another one I can? So even coconut oil, all that stuff's good for you, man. Like
hmm
they have high smoke points and they're apparently like they don't cause that inflammation and all these harmful stuff to your body. Um, so yeah, but it's interesting and I've been thinking about too. It's like damn these restaurants, like for example, you go get some Chinese food, bro.
yeah.
They're for sure using like peanut oil or seed oils up in there because
They
that
might be
Chinese
using
food.
cat urine in there, bro. You don't even know. You go to the restaurants, bro.
Bro,
You gotta be
exactly, bro. Like
careful.
you don't know what they're using in those restaurants. I mean, let's
Nail
be honest,
polish.
these restaurants are all about profits, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
what's more expensive, the cheap seed oils or the expensive olive oil, avocado oil? Trust me, they're
Yeah.
gonna want to buy. They're gonna be incentivized to buy the seed oils because of the price. Um, it's kind of like
Exactly.
put yourself in their shoes. But damn, like, why can't they make those healthier olive oils more affordable?
Because isn't like canola oil like straight petroleum or something?
It's
Uh,
something. It's one of the extracts. Yeah, correct. From crude oil, I think something like that.
yeah, yeah, these oil products that we consume. Some of them are like byproduct of like the oil industry, like natural gases that they're like, hey, we have this excess like liquid. What the hell do we apply it to?
Let's
And then
cook some chicken with it.
let's cook some chicken on it. So
Yeah,
it's really like the cheaper the oil is, the easier restaurant owners are going to get it to feed you, the worse it's going to be off to you. Like if you go to Costco, I'm pretty sure the cheapest oil that you can buy in bulk is the worst one for you. So
correct.
I guess like the hope that we have, that you and I have, is that government regulation can create a healthier lifestyle, a more nutritious like dietary system for us Americans. And we can tie that into the other post that you had, which is the Fanta. The Fanta in Europe, the
Mm-hmm.
drink, is way different from the Fanta in the US. As we know,
Yes.
the US has this problem where they allow red dyes, blue dyes, red dyes, all type of dyes in our
All the
food.
Power Rangers are allowed. And
Yeah, all
yeah,
the Power Rangers, taste of Skittles, all the Power Rates, and that's really bad for you. So this video highlights how in Europe the Fanta is a different color because it uses natural ingredients, or at least more natural ingredients.
Taking to Europe here. This is the color of Fanta in Europe. Look at this color now. Anybody who drinks Fanta in the United States knows that it's about as orange as, actually, it's about as orange as this, pretty much. And that's the actual texture of the liquid. You know why it's like this? Because they can't use orange color. They can't use red color. They can't use all the dyes
Right.
because they're chemicals. This is made with 100% orange juice.
That's crazy.
Isn't that something? No
Hmm.
chemicals. That's why you can drink this like all day and night and you don't gain weight. You gotta love it. So the food in America is poison. Everybody who loves to hate on that phrase, it's true.
Dan, look, I just saw this. It says you're holding the Fanta pineapple flavor. I
Yeah.
wonder if it's true. Yeah, even in the
Um.
pineapple label is yellow. No, you're not looking at Fanta made with real juice. Not artificial. Yeah, so basically the highlight of the story is that this guy is mentioning here RFK won't take your food. Just he's just gonna ensure that it's poison free, like Europe's healthier ingredients. Exactly. Why is Europe
Yeah.
always like Europe is so like able to protect like their like morals and stuff. You know, we've always like we all since we're like so capitalist focused, we tend to like overlook that and just like sell ourselves out for profits, right?
Yeah, I wonder if it's a biparty system. I wonder if having more political parties in the government can help divide and somehow like progress in different sections of the country. Like for example, we are talking about nutrition. In Europe, they have better nutrition, the dairy, the milk, the eggs, all that. Here, it's just like capitalistic gains, whatever the fuck you can buy at
Yeah,
Walmart for the cheapest.
exactly, bro.
Um,
Like I was saying earlier, like on my like going on my walk like in France or like in most European cities, you walk to your local farmers market, you pick out some fruits from there, you know, you go to the butcher, get some meat, you know, like it's all kind of part of and part of the culture, and we've kind of lost touch with that. Now it's
mhm,
more routine to get out of work and go pick up some Chick-fil-A than and you know, like it was in ancient times. We used to just uh look for food, you know, part of your day kind of thing. So we definitely lost touch of that. Because it's not if it's not there's no profit in that for the large consumers, right? For the large companies. So yeah, dude, it
yeah,
sucks.
yeah, you're right. Like walking is definitely something that a lot of American people don't do. We don't really get our steps in, especially if you have sedentary jobs like me, where you just sit on the computer, or maybe like I don't know how much walking you do at your job. It's a warehouse, so it has to be bigger, but it could just be just sitting down. And
Yeah,
then we drive everywhere, especially in Texas. You get in a car, you drive to your house, you drive to work, you drive to the mall, you fast food drive-throughs.
right.
So and now HEB and different grocery stores, you don't even have to drive there. You can just have it delivered to you.
Groceries
So
come home. I
um,
know, dude.
it definitely is like Wally, like in the movie Wally, where the guys are just like in wheelchairs and robots are feeding them everything. So
Right.
like you were saying earlier, don't underestimate the exercise of walking. A lot of people think, hey, like walking, that's for pussies. You go run. But no, dude. Walking can kill a lot of calories. It can burn a
Oh,
lot. What
100%.
was the equation? What was the equation for that? You had one, no?
So the way I do it, if I walk a mile, that's 100 calories burned, something
Damn.
similar to that. So I don't know the math like directly, but you know, walking is far easier on your knees. It's less stressful, and you can maintain like a heart rate of like 110 consistently.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, it's more sustainable. You know, running is great. Doing sprints, all those high interval training, is great. Um, but it can tend to, as you get older, it can tend to wear on you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've noticed. I remember I was trying to do that insanity workout, and I literally messed up my back. You know, I
Oh
was trying to,
shoot.
I was trying to do because those there's a lot of like fast twitch motion, bro. Like all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff is not good for you when you get older. Those like those fast movements,
Yeah.
um, because your body is just not used to it anymore. At some point, it was really really routine. Your body knew its limits. As you get older, you lose the control. Your body loses the understanding of those limits, and you push them, and your body you become immobile. Right? We've all
Yeah.
had those like you can't move your neck for a day. You're like this and shit. Like, um, so it's important to know that it's important. I think when exercising, what's more important is the consistency in it, not so much the you know the intensity of it. I think is much more important for at least for like health purposes. I think you know.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. Like the older you get, the harder it is. Your body becomes more stiff. The aging process, your ligaments become weaker. But I do want to say something that when you're mentioning doing the insanity workouts and how like your back hurts and it's almost like you just don't want to do those type of workouts anymore because they're too intense.
Yeah,
But the way I think about it is, it's like it's like over stimulus and like high impact exercise without a progression is going to lead to an injury. So, for example,
20%.
insanity, that's already by the name, it's already called insanity. So you're going to be doing all these twitches, you're going to break your back because you're sitting down all day at work. But if you
Yeah,
were to slowly like do these exercises, maybe like in a month you could do the insanity exercise and you'll feel
yeah,
perfectly fine.
completely
It's a
agree.
progression.
Yeah,
We can't
and
all
as
just be Cristiano Ronaldo running around and doing
I know,
sprints,
and if you
bro.
watch Insanity, the videos, they're all fucking shredded, bro. Like they're already fucking cut up, and they're struggling, eh? So imagine you, imagine your obese ass.
Yeah,
It's like damn.
bro, I got this video. I didn't get a chance to like it or save it, whatever, because sometimes it refreshes. But like I got this video where it's the Peloton instructors on their bike, and you know how like Peloton has like the app where you can put your
I
username
saw
and
this,
then
by the
like
way. Yeah,
you
yeah.
saw it. Yeah.
Go, 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 go.
Maybe you liked it. That's why the
Maybe.
Peloton users are like working out, and then it's like they read the names of people who are on the high score, but they're people's like Mike Hunt or like just
Hugh
like
Dick.
different
Yeah,
names that are.
yeah.
What's a name that you know one like that, right? Like Harry
Hugh Normus.
Ball
Hugh
sack,
Normus.
Hugh
Yeah, Hugh
Normus,
Normus.
and they're just making them read these names. Push it, Hugh Normus. You got this, Mike Hunt. Like
It was so funny because like they're all dying in their workout and they're just
yeah.
yelling these things from the top of their lungs.
But speaking of Peloton, there's a little bit of controversy because Theo Vaughn interviewed Trump, and then Peloton said, "Hey, we're not going to sponsor anymore, Theo Vaughn, because you
Wow,
are
Peloton. Wow.
interviewing Trump." So then Theo Vaughn interviewed Dana White, and when Dana White found out, he literally threw all the Peloton bikes outside of the
Oh,
UFC
I've seen
official
that.
training headquarters and replaced it with like some other up and coming Peloton competitor. So. Um,
Fantastic. He
Bro,
backed them, right?
say
Yeah.
though whoever was the CEO or the HR person who made that move, what a dumbass. Why do you want to pick a side in politics, bro? Sell your fucking product and move on. Who cares who's in office? You're selling bikes, bro. What the fuck? You're
Yeah.
Peloton. So
No, I couldn't
stupid.
agree more. That's a horrible marketing move. Actually, Theo Vaughn's been killing it with the podcast, bro. You know who I saw he had on recently? Now,
Timothy.
Timothy Chalamet, which is like
Mm-hmm.
that was a weird thing to watch because at
Yeah.
first they had a conversation about how he came on to talk about the movie he's doing, which is about Bob Dylan,
Yes.
and he is 25 years old, so
Mm-hmm.
you can tell this was new to him, right?
Yeah.
Um, and he talked about how Bob Dylan wasn't even involved in the project. He's like a kind of
Yep.
recluse. He doesn't,
Mm-hmm.
but he did send out a tweet and he said that he think he would do a great job. Um, but it was a very interesting podcast because like you rarely get to see actors and see their actual personalities and kind of be off character and just be themselves. So it was weird to watch, man. But it was cool though. Like I'll say that it's Dio One has a way of like just humanizing anyone. I think with his goofy ass jokes and that
Yeah.
hair, bro. That he got that hater, bro. That hair, you know what I'm saying? Like
The
bro,
Rat King.
that mullet just makes everyone like feel like comfortable. I guess I don't
Yeah.
know, bro. You know?
Yeah, that's interesting that you brought this up because I do want to talk about that because I did click on it.
Yeah,
Because I do watch the Theo Vaughn podcast. He has been killing it, and it's very interesting because right away Timothy Chalamet he said I don't want to plug, but he just literally said the purpose of why he was there. Right,
yes, it was so
I'm here to
meta,
promote
right?
my movie,
He's meta as fuck with that shit. Yeah,
and I see like I don't know if that's like oh dude why the fuck just have a conversation with Theo Vaughn, don't just plug in your stupid like movie.
yeah.
Or was it because he's just so media trained that when he goes on Jimmy Fallon and on SNL, he has to immediately like say why he's there because of the airtime, and he can't just have a regular conversation with Theo. So that was something that was interesting. The fact that he just went off and did his plug. Also, he seemed like he was very like he didn't know how to talk really on the podcast. He did go into some topics, but at the same time he kept saying like oh I don't know like I'm not used to this like I've never done something like this before,
He
and
seems
it's just a
uncomfortable, right?
conversation. Yeah,
He
he
did seem
seemed uncomfortable.
right.
And then I think he said that he heard about this podcast because when he was filming the movie, the people like in the makeup people were listening to the podcast, and then he got interested in the conversation. And like for example, he said, "Yeah, I really like the episodes where you interviewed regular people with professions like doctors or grave diggers or trash men, garbage can man, whatever. So I think people are not gonna watch this episode because it's the celebrity episode. So people might not want to watch it.
He
And
might have like a self-confidence issue or something. He was kind of like, it's kind of weird, right? Yeah, like, dude, you're a fucking
yeah,
celebrity. Trust me, people are gonna click because of that. No,
yeah,
but I agree though.
he's like, I don't
The
even want to be called a celebrity.
I
I don't
know.
like that word. Shut
But
the fuck up, boy. You're gonna hop on the Land Rover, then you're gonna hop on a private jet. You're gonna be paid fucking $10 million to make out with Zendaya, bro. Shut the fuck up. Pissing me off, bro.
yeah, he's in Dune. Yeah, you're right. He's in a lot of movies
I
now.
never even seen Dune. So
No, well, you got it spot on. How'd you know? Hey,
I don't know Dune. I just
okay,
trying to
well,
relate.
no, that was good. But I agree, man. I mean, it's kind of a meta thing where he went into a podcast that I watch. He's like, what the hell? So I was watching it, and my girlfriend was there too. Deb, she's like, wait, what is that Timothy on on the podcast? I'm like, yeah, he's in a podcast I watch.
Yeah.
It's weird, right? Even she thought it was strange. But yeah, it's interesting, man. Like you, it's like back then. Imagine getting freaking De Niro on a podcast like back then, and it's like
Yeah.
while he was young, while he was recording, doing all those movies. You don't really get that perspective. You don't. These people just become like the characters that they play in these films and in these shows or whatever. So it's very strange. It was different to witness that. But it
I
was
think
like
it's
an interesting part. Yeah.
I think it's a sign that the mainstream media is losing so much viewership, and podcasts that like Theo Vaughn are getting so many millions of streams per episode that people like Timothy Chalamet, who's a mainstream Met Gala Diddy party like actor, someone a celeb, is gonna
Yeah.
pick to go to the Theo Vaughn podcast because it's a benefit to him because he sounds more like a human. He gets people like you and I who don't really care about him to be
To
like,
watch
oh,
it.
he's like more interested in his movies. He
Correct.
gets more views, or if not the same as Jimmy Fallon. So I think it's a sign of the times, and
Yeah.
yeah, I think
I agree,
so.
man. I wonder how that Bob Dylan movie's gonna do. I don't know. It seemed like Theo Von didn't want to say he thought it was good or not, right? Like it was funny. He's like,
I didn't catch that. You caught that? That was the
it
vibe that you
felt
got.
like he didn't. I don't know if he just didn't like it or if he didn't. He was kind of zoned out a bit. But it
I
felt like
felt
Timothy
like
was trying to ask, like, what do you think of it? I guess he watched it with him. He went to the premiere, and then he kind of. It looked like he wanted to get like, hey, it was great, man. But I don't know if
yeah.
maybe I'm missing something. I don't know.
Well, I feel like this was also like a thing for Theo Von because yeah, he's already interviewed Trump. He's already interviewed who's someone else that's super big, Joe Rogan.
Dana
But
White.
these are like alternative media. Trump is an
Yeah.
alternative politician, even though he's president elect.
Yeah.
These are things that like the mainstream media doesn't like. But getting Timothy Chalamet, if Theo Von behaves in this episode and makes Timothy Chalamet feel good, then maybe like Zendaya's manager, maybe Selena Gomez's manager is going to be like, hey, look, Timothy went on the podcast. It was pretty well. It wasn't controversial. Why don't we send Selena Gomez there? So then you'll have Selena Gomez. You have all these A-listers, Ariana Grande,
Correct.
who would go to Jimmy Fallon. They'll start going to Theo Von. So I feel like Theo had to like tone it down a bit. So he can like pull because he's creating like a new river, like a new stream where it's like A-list celebrities can go to this podcast. I think it was good the way that he behaved, and I think eventually, I mean, the truth is, bro, I just want to see celebrities fucking get shocked, bro. Like on some, they live in this fucking fantasy world, man. They
Yeah.
need to see the fucking reality. So
Yeah. No, 100%. Couldn't agree more.
yeah,
Yeah, definitely, it's gonna open new lanes for people to say, oh yeah, he went on there. Okay, I'll go. But
yeah,
yeah, man. I mean, I guess maybe we should go back to the more realist stuff because let's see. That was an interesting thing that I saw was that um the way this Amazon like leader was behaving, bro. They're getting questioned by this what's it called person I guess in the UK,
yeah.
and the
UK
way their
Parliament.
behavior, bro, just like it's like so like ungrateful, so no empathy. Like they didn't want to answer the questions.
Such a great place to work, as you've said. That's what you hear time and time again from your team. Why have your team in Coventry gone on strike so much?
I think it's important to note that we absolutely support their right to do that.
That hasn't answered the.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I've
That
obviously
smile.
we've sat here for quite
Yeah.
a while now. I feel like I might need to get lessons from you both at some point in how to not answer the question that was asked directly. If you're that good an employer that you've explained to us so far, why have your workers in Coventry gone on strike so much?
I think they're executing their rights as we absolutely would protect their ability to do. I've shared some data around that building about how employees are telling us it's a great place to work. What I would love to do is invite you, sir, to come and see the building yourself.
I really apologize for interrupting you. My question was why. You haven't answered why. You've told me that, again, it's a great place to work and you've got all this data and I'd love to come and see what you do. Yes, but why? That's the one thing you haven't answered yet, which is the question I actually asked you. Why?
I think that's a good moment for me to, again, extend the invitation.
But it's a good moment for you to not... No, sorry, I'm really sorry. I'm going to really push this point.
Okay.
It's a great opportunity for you to not answer my question. If you are such a great place to work, and I'd like to congratulate you, said you won an award recently on being a great place to work. If you are that great a place to work, why have your workers in Coventry gone on strike so much?
The camera.
Our employees have the right to join a trade union or not to join a trade union, and we totally respect that.
I'm pulling teeth at this point. Neither of you answered that question so far. I'll ask it once more.
Yeah.
I'll ask it once more and then I'll give up because I don't think I'm going to get an answer. Why have they gone on strike so much? What is the reason behind it? You talk to workers every day, you've told us, and that's what your teams do. So when you ask them, why are you going on strike? What's their answer back to you? Why are they striking?
They were demonstrating their right to support the trade union that they were a member of. Simply put.
Oh, sorry. Supporting a trade union isn't a legal reason for people to go on strike. What was the legal reason that they went on strike as set out in the paperwork that needs to be supplied to the employer in the relevant notice period?
You mean the ballot for strike action?
Yes, that's right. What was the legal reason?
There are multiple scenarios over the recognition attempts that the GMB has made.
We're not talking about recognition. We're talking about the 37 days of industrial action at BHX4 in Coventry. Paperwork needs to be supplied to the employer that lists the reason for strike action. What was the reason given for strike action on those 37 days in answer to my colleague's question?
Mr. Morgan?
Please repeat the question.
In order to take industrial action, a union needs to win a ballot. In order to have a legal ballot, they need...
If Amazon's such a great
Damn, wait, I want to see the damn answer, bro.
I know, bro. No fucking answer, dude. Like, here's the interesting thing about this is that, like, Amazon is one of these companies that it's so large, right? They're so globally known that they still survive with this negative PR about how they treat their employees, right?
Yeah.
So, like, even me, bro, I used Amazon like 3 times today, bro. You know.
Yeah.
You know, it's such a great service, right? But then they have this going on in the background, and it still doesn't affect that business. So they have, you know, that person is media trained, bro. You can tell, right? She was so great at deflecting all those questions, and the way she navigated that conversation to completely deflect the question was insane.
Yeah. No, but you gotta be real. Like, I'm tired of the fakeness, the smiles. I would love for you to walk into our office and see how great the work environment is. It's like, bro, enough with this bullshit, okay? I don't want your smiling. I don't want your, like, stop being cordial, okay? Just be honest with me. Why the hell are they on strike? Say why they are and then improve on it. How much money do you fucking want to have? How high profit margins do you want, bro? If they need more time to take a shit, give them more time to take a shit, bro. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, give them
it makes no damn sense.
And look how great they are. We still use their shit, the service, even though they treat them like shit. Like, give them what they need, and they'll be fine. Get rid of this negative PR. Yeah,
it's so ridiculous. Like, this happened in UK, bro, in England. So there's savages there. That parliament, where the fuck we watch, it look like Congress. They are going hard, and they're like, we're talking about what legal actions in the ballot that they had to fucking like submit to go on strike.
Yeah,
and repeat the question. Just shut the fuck up. But they're actually on strike right now too. In America, which is crazy that they're getting on strike. The Amazon employers are on strike 2 weeks, the week before Christmas. Very interesting. I want Amazon workers to unionize. I want that to be a thing because I think Amazon is borderline a monopoly with the way they're conducting their business. Everyone's using their services and they don't give a fuck about customers. I mean, their employees. They don't give a fuck about their employees. It's time we fix that, bro.
I couldn't agree more, bro.
Thousands of Amazon workers strike during pre-Christmas rush. Workers at 7 facilities join action. Unions say e-commerce giant says operations won't be affected by strike. That's crazy.
course.
They won't be affected. The crazy part is that this is the Wall Street Journal, which isn't that owned by Jeff Bezos or something?
I think he owns the
Article I'm
Washington
reading.
Post, but yeah, you're right.
Oh,
It's
okay.
it's strange that he also owns that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, guys, what do you guys think? Do you think Amazon workers have the right to strike? Do you feel like Amazon maybe is a good company that can do no harm? I want your honest opinions. Comment down below. Please hit the like and subscribe button. We're trying to get to 10,000 followers by the end of the year.
Yeah, let us know what you think, guys. And piggybacking off what we were talking about earlier about the health stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There was this interesting post that I saw on Instagram as well. Look at the difference in chickens, bro.
Oh,
It was an interesting thing. I was like, what? Look how a chicken was in 1950s, and look in 2005, how much that's like quadruple the size, bro, in weight.
bro.
So that's insane, right? A
The average chicken
364% increase, bro.
since 2005 or 1950 since 1957.
Yes, because the idea is they want to get more for their
Meat.
product, bro. Yeah, they want to get
Uh-huh.
more. So, ever heard of the Chicken of Tomorrow contest sponsored by the American grocery store chain AMP in partnership with the USDA? Literally a competition to create the fattest possible chicken in the shortest time. Taste wasn't even a judging criteria, pure efficiency, pure profit. So, like, they were literally trying to like get to this. This was their goal. Get the chicken to grow faster and at a younger age. It's like insane, dude.
Oh, we'll
So
go back to
even
the omega. Is that a decrease of omega in chickens or what?
I guess
From
so, or the
yeah,
amount of
look,
omega. Yeah, you're right.
omega
The
6.
increase. Yeah,
Wow.
interesting.
Yeah, it's scary, bro. The food industry. You can't even trust it. Whoa, look at that one.
Yeah, crazy, right?
Yeah.
You can't even trust chicken, bro. People say chicken's healthy, they're good for you and stuff. I'm like, damn, I love chicken, but damn.
You have to get the most natural antibiotic, pasture free cage
I get that
Roman
Costco
fucking
chicken, bro.
the one that they fucking masturbate to every day. You gotta get the chicken that they fucking please, bro. You gotta get the thing. I would have chickens, bro, because if you don't have chickens, you're eating their eggs of a chicken that's like in a cage all day, obese as fuck. Those eggs can't be that good, bro. There must be like high in fucking cancer cells or something, bro.
Yeah,
You
dude.
know,
Speaking of cancer
horrible.
cells, that's a good segue to the next thing that we have here. We have a post you sent me actually. It
Is it
says
the
over
oh, okay.
2/3 of US teens don't drink, smoke, or use marijuana, but this one vice is making ground.
I wonder what that vice is.
Isn't it vaping? He's talking about vaping. I would assume it's
It's
vaping.
ATM. Oh, it's a vaping? Yeah. Yeah, it has to be vaping, right?
Yeah, most American teachers are staying away from alcohol, marijuana, cigarettes, and vapes as part of a lasting effect of the COVID-19 pandemic, while just one vice is making ground. I wonder if it's like betting or like
I'll pull it up.
no gambling. Yeah, it's gambling apparently.
It's gambling.
Yeah, it's where do you gay?
Yeah, the Washington Post is very interesting because like they'll tell you like the headline and then they don't want to tell you the fucking answer because
Don't click our story. But yeah, I think things like gambling, bro, like stake and all that kind of stuff, like online gambling and all that stuff's up. And there's people like they're literally losing homes based off this stuff. Like they're betting all they can on everything, you know. So there's always a
Yeah, and
vice, bro. Yeah,
it's crazy because it says 2/3 of teens. Like that's so young, bro. Teens are using gambling websites, which you had to be like fucking 21 to be able to gamble, right? Or was it 18? I thought it was like the gambling age was hard. Now anyone can gamble. You can just use a VPN, even if you're not in a
Right.
legal state, and play stake because Drake is doing it, or the Nelk Boys and all that stuff. It's I mean, hey, if any gambling website wants to sponsor us, go ahead, bro. We're down. Just gamble responsibly. But gambling is something that is very addictive. Have you ever gambled, Miguel?
I've gambled at a casino before. When I've been to a
Okay.
casino when me and my girlfriend went to one in Colorado when we went,
Okay. Did you like it?
and it was interesting, man. You have to figure out the games before you just like start clicking, click, 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 clack, clack, clack. And I
Yeah.
noticed too, there's a lot of old people that love going to those things, bro. I saw people
I
like
love it.
I saw people walking around with those oxygen tanks, like they're walking around like this, bro, and they're like
No way.
they're setting up for the next thing. I'm like, damn, they're just walking around like that, bro, waiting for that
Ye-
gold hit, bro.
But you didn't feel like you were addicted to it or like any rush of
Nah,
it.
I could leave whenever I wanted. Like I don't have that kind of rush for that kind of stuff. But I
Hmm.
won though. I'd have a video somewhere of like me winning. Like I think it was like $50 or whatever it was.
Damn, boy.
Like I figured one of the games out. Man, these games are all about pattern, bro. Like So
Miguel, you think you can beat a game if you really tried?
if I watch it enough, I can figure it out.
What the fuck? That's awesome. You should maybe try gambling more, bro.
But like the ones I can't figure out are those card games, bro. Like I also learned from those games that the people that the people that work for those people work for the casino, right? So their job
Yeah.
is to not lose money, right?
Of course.
So those traders, bro. I learned that those the card, the thing where they like the deck thing, like it can like apparently it has like freaking board. It has like a board in there, and it can like count cards and shit, bro. Like they're cheating, bro. They're finding ways to not lose, you know.
Hmm.
And if they see a table with someone like winning a lot, they'll change the guy because like they know he's losing, right? So it's like, dang, bro, like these casinos are really all about profit, man. And if they lose, it's like, damn, that means you must be really good at the game, you know.
Hmm.
So a lot of weird stuff at those casinos, man, for sure. I remember I ate some Chinese food and it got me sick, man. Whew. Do not eat that casino food, boys. Stay
Boy,
away.
unless you're in Vegas, boy. If you're in Vegas,
Oh, I
you
heard
can
the.
eat
Oh
all those
yeah, we
shit.
talked about that I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to that.
Yeah. See,
That win
so
buffet or
the Win buffet, the Wicked Spoon buffet,
yeah.
all those are good, bro. The Gordon
That's
Ramsay
insane.
burger at Planet Hollywood.
Shit, bro, you're not trying to help my health, man. Goddamn.
Hey,
But
I mean, be ready now, boy. Get on diet right now so you can eat those fucking that whole week you're in Vegas. Just fucking groove on it, man.
shit, that'd be great, dude. That'd be
No
great.
one
but
ever
nah,
dies in Vegas, bro.
it's
Come on.
oh for real. Damn.
No, people died.
I know.
Tupac died in Vegas, bro.
Speaking of Vegas, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's not a good segue, but you know, earlier we were talking about the drones. You're the one that sent me the post about the drones in China, bro. You called it.
Oh,
At
shit,
least
that was me.
17 military bases adjacent to Chinese-owned farmlands across the U.S. have
There we
experienced a
go.
rash of drone sightings in recent weeks. The post has learned mysterious drones have been reported near military bases in Hawaii and by installations in Utah, California, Maine, and Florida.
Those look like the drones that looks like what you saw today, bro. Like that
Basically, right?
picture.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Look at that.
I heard
map.
that there was a drone in San Antonio. There was a drone in not in Lackland Air Force Base.
The other one,
But fuck, there's a drone in San Antonio, bro. Somewhere there's a drone. Oh yeah, that map has it right there. Zoom in. Can you zoom into that Texas spot?
Camp Bullis.
Camp Bullis, bro. That's
Yeah.
by Six Flags. That's
Oh
crazy.
damn! Oh, I've seen it. Okay, yeah. It's by
Yeah,
that
they
hike.
had
It's
a-
by that hiking spot. Yeah.
They had a drone there, bro. That's crazy.
That's insane, dude.
Yeah, they're everywhere, bro. Damn.
Look, I'm over here. Where am I at? I'm like right here somewhere.
Yeah, there's a base right there, so you probably did see a drone.
Huh? Did not
Bro,
know
that's
that.
so fucking stupid. Why we haven't shot down a goddamn drone, bro?
I mean, shoot that shit down with that shotgun, boy.
I'm thinking like, what if the conspiracy is like these are like government drones, a secret part of the government, which the Biden administration is like, fuck it, send those drone up, make us look weak, so that other countries start attacking us, so we can start a war because we don't want Trump to be like a peacetime president. We want a fucking war. I feel like that could be it, bro. At the end of the day, man, there's always some fucking. I don't know, bro. I'm running out of conspiracy theories right here. There's fucking drones everywhere, and the government's not doing shit about it, man.
All the conspiracy theories have become true, bro. Everything's real. Where the Illuminati at?
I don't know where's that. Chat, where do you guys think the Illuminati is? Please
Let us
comment
know,
down
guys.
below.
What do you think? Let us know.
Who do you think is Illuminati? Do you think P. Diddy is part of it? You think Jay-Z is part
Is
of it?
Theo
You think
Vaughn now
Theo Von?
Illuminati? Is Timothy
Oh,
Chalamet?
bro. We said Theo
What?
Von at the same time.
Oh, for real? That's hilarious.
Yeah. That was like a callback. Dude, I was watching today just Joe Rogan clips, and it had that clip of Shane Gillis explaining why he got fired from SNL.
Oh yeah.
And I forgot that this happened in that podcast, but you know how he says like, I thought like if I get fired, I'll just go to Joe Rogan the next week. And then Joe Rogan just zones out. You seen that part?
He wasn't even listening, right?
And he's like, "What?" And he's like, "I thought I would just go to Joe Rogan the next week." And he's like, "I thought it was funny." And Joe Rogan's like, "Really? I was booked."
That's funny, man.
Why did he do that, bro? That you think he did that like because he didn't like the joke?
I think he's
or
on his
you
phone
think-
and shit. I remember he's on his phone, like zoned out and thing. I don't know.
Yeah,
It
that's
seemed it looked weird, right? It wasn't like it's like yeah, it's weird vibes.
because that was like the first time that like he was on Rogan, right? It
He
was
was
like when they
big
were
at
like,
that point. Yeah.
so they weren't even friends. So his Shane Gillis' heart must have been racing that time, bro. 'Cause he's like, fuck,
It's like Mikey might not like me right now. He might have
yeah,
fucked
bro.
up,
It's
right? He might have pulled the trigger too soon on that one.
yeah. And then like he said, I think I just fucked up that whole SNL conversation. And then Rogan's like, nah, dude, come.
Oh, dude, you know what? I guess this is a good one to end, but remember some of the last subjects. But apparently, Vivek Ramaswamy, and Elon Musk are starting their own podcast, bro. They're copying us again, dude.
What the fuck?
Vivek and Elon are
Dodgecast.
starting a new show called Dogecast. And then look,
Elon and I are going to start a separate track of Dogecasts that explain exactly what we're doing to the public to provide transparency in what is a once in a generation project. We want to bring the public along with us.
this is
to
AI. I
lift the
hadn't even
curtain,
thought about
take
it.
us
This is
behind
AI now, bro.
It looks like AI, right? It's like too
Fuck.
shiny.
that waste, fraud, and abuse in government looks like. However bad you think it is, it's probably worse. But we don't want to do this to just expose the problem. We want to do it to solve the problem. Elon and I are going to start a separate.
Interesting, right?
Yeah.
I hope it's true.
I hope it's true. It does look like AI, but yeah, that'd be a good way to be transparent. Have a podcast where you could just talk freely about whatever the fuck, how you're gonna put Nancy Pelosi in prison or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, she has a broken hip right now, so I don't know where.
Yeah, she might. I shouldn't be talking about people like that, right?
man.
Well,
That's a good way
my
to end,
back's
though.
starting to hurt a lot, so we gotta wrap it
You're like,
up.
my back is seizing up.
Yeah, I need to put some ice on my back right now, bro.
You're like, I got some
This-
29-year-old things to be doing right now. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good free ball podcast. I'd say we didn't
Hey,
get it as
well,
organized as
I
other
do
ones,
want to
but
say this might be our last podcast of the before Christmas. Well, maybe after the New Year we'll do another one, but before
Oh.
the New Year. But this is
Last
probably
podcast
the
of the
first one
year.
before Christmas time because I'm going on vacation the whole next week. Whoa, I'll be out of work. So I want to say happy Merry Christmas to everyone. May you get tons of gifts and love and Amazon gifts. So yeah, shout out for supporting. Make sure to comment and share, like, subscribe, everything in the comments. Boom, 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 boom. Merry Christmas, everyone. And remember, like it or not,
watch it or not,
it's whatever.
whatever. Peace.
Peace, y'all.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.